He's got to go.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what? I think Arteta listened to that and he said, I've got to up my game.
Oh, dear.
I've got to do better.
Oh, Gabby's on the floor as well. Gabby, don't worry. Top of the Premier League, Arsenal face the first 3 matches against champion City tonight in the FA Cup 4th round. Arteta returns to the place. He was assistant, of course, for 3.5 years under Pep, winning 5 major trophies between 2016 and 2019. John is now the Hovis King. It was brilliant earlier. David Seamen. Dave, a very good morning.
Morning, David.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Dave.
Where are you? Side of bank?
No, I'm at home, mate. It's all the lakes are frozen. I've had a nightmare. I had a few days where I could go fishing, and then I couldn't because all the lakes they'd all got lids on, and the river was freezing almost. But yeah, thank God it's thawing out now.
So tonight, cracker. That's big few games coming up for the Arsenal, isn't there? Whoa.
Yeah, there is. And tonight's. I think it'll be a little bit different because I do think that the teams will change, both sides. Because they seem to do that in the FA Cup. But it's still a really intriguing game because we want to see what it's going to be like when they do come up against each other, and then obviously the Premier League games are going to be even more special.
Dave, I've always said you need a good goalkeeper to win any title or any trophy. It looks like, and you've worked with him a little bit as well, Ramsdale, he's really done well, hasn't he? I mean, to go into Arsenal, people like, well, why have we spent that money on a goalkeeper when you don't need one, when you had Leno? But they had a plan for him to get into the side, and he's been brilliant.
Yeah, he has, Ray. And, like you say, when he first came, Arsenal fans were questioning, the fact that they paid that much money for what looked like a number 2 at the time. But obviously, as soon as he got in there, he showed what he could do. And there was a lot of negative criticism around him, where he'd been relegated with other clubs and everything. And I was thinking, no, that was great experience for him because he was playing under pressure. The pressure of relegation is so much harder than going for the titles, I feel. But he's proven not everybody wrong, but he's proving and showing what he can do to everybody now.
Dave, another goalkeeper who's having a great season is Pope from Newcastle. Now, we all know Gareth was very loyal to certain players in the England squad. Maguire playing at centre half when he wasn't playing on a regular basis. Pickford's always been his goalkeeper at the time. Are they close to getting into that number 1? Do you think for England, one of Ramsdale or Pope?
Yeah, I think they're all getting closer to each other, Ray. Even the gap between Jordan and Aaron and Nick, I think that's getting closer, because of the form of the two. Obviously, Nick's doing really well for Newcastle. The save he made last week was brilliant because he didn't have a great deal to do, and yet he still pulled off a worldie, and that's the sign of a great goalkeeper, when you have nothing to do and then you're still up for it and ready for it, even in the last minutes. But, Jordan for England's been brilliant. There's no doubt about that. And Aaron and Nick are really pushing him.
What about David? We're hearing the news, and it could be any hour now. It looks like Sean Dyche will be in at Everton as Everton manager. Do you think this is a good appointment? It looked like Bielsa. Pardon me. It looked like Bielsa, but now it looks like Sean Dyche has got the job.
Yeah, I think Dyche is a better fit. I think if Bielsa had gone in there, Everton would have been looking at winning games 10-9. But it was. I think Dyche is a much better fit because of his defensive capabilities. He can get teams organised at the back, and I think that'll suit Everton a lot more.
And David, a little bit on tonight, and then the Premier League game coming up. Do you think talking about changes in personnel for both sides? Will there be anything after tonight going into the hang-ups going into the Premier League, or do you see these two games as totally separate entities?
I think they're separate, Harmy. But you want to go in, you want to get a win. If you can get a win, it's great for the confidence, and especially with Arsenal, the way that they've been playing. And the way that they've been playing against the big teams this season, it's a lot better. This team this season has got something different about it. It's got a better confidence. Sometimes when they would go 1-0 down, they wouldn't be as confident as what they are now. I looked at when they played, I think it was West Ham, they went 1 down. They played Palace, I think, went 1 down. Man United 1 down. But they came back to win. And that's the difference of this side. And I think that the team that plays tonight will be the FA Cup team, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
it'll still be strong, but I think it'll be the FA Cup team, and the leagues will be different. But it's great to get one over on your nearest rivals, isn't it?
Without a doubt. David, listen, enjoy the game tonight. Great to speak again. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, David.
Cheers, guys.
Let's have them legs for it, Dave.
Yeah, Dave Seamen there.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.